An extraordinary client who came to me was working in an industry that was really struggling during COVID. And in that industry per se, there's just constant change. And I want to share with you how we developed a communication and a stress relieving process for him for his ultimate success. What had happened just before he had contacted me was that he had this great boss, and the boss got reallocated somewhere else, and all of a sudden, instead of reporting to one person, he's reporting to 7 different people. And so you can imagine that the new bosses were giving him all sorts of directions: do this, do this, do this, do this. From a sustainable point of view, this client was absolutely burnt out. It's not possible to handle all these directives. From a logistical point of view, you need to be here, you need to be here, you need to be here. It's just not possible. I worked with him in conversation because he was a very, very valued employee of the organization, but really had never stepped up to that next level. And so I said, in order to have your survival in this company, and I meant that literally because the stress levels were just huge, was to have that conversation collectively with all these bosses. They had no clue. They had no clue that, this boss was assigning him here and that boss was assigning him there and this and that. So set a priority. What are the metrics? The bosses had to get on the same page in terms of a weekly directive, in terms of deliverables for this person. Now, not to say that it's not chaotic in this industry. This is how this industry thrives on this, but it's in a more structured way. And that was a very successful conversation. And this individual, he is continuing to have these conversations with the bosses. So that is opening up a channel of communication. We talked about a lot of de-stressing. And for him, because the hours are very long, and also that the stress had risen quite high, what are some stress relief tools that he could work with in the moment? Meaning, on the way to that meeting, in an elevator ride, in a heated meeting at work. I worked with him on modalities, a toolkit that he could carry with him so that whenever that stress level got very, very high, pause and then take action in a breath before you react, right? So that has really helped. In terms of what was interesting was he created initiatives in his level of managers, giving them all these tools so that all of the piece of business that he was in, all these people could have access to toolkits that would serve them, each in different ways, right? So that was the beauty. And he's thriving, he's doing so well. And the bosses, for the most part, are pretty much aligned. They stay in what the initial creation was. So I'm so excited. It's just so great to share this with you because it shows that there are ways. So if you are interested in working with me, it's very simple. Visit my website, envisionhealthyretirement.com. Again, envisionhealthyretirement.com, and book a discovery call for your healthy retirement. On that call, we will speak for 45 minutes. Sometimes it goes over to an hour, and really talk about you, because you are the most important piece in this healthy retirement equation.